How many of you have ever gone onto a social media platform and saw something like this? How many of you have saw something like this?
Me.
And last but not least, this. Well, today I am going to talk about one of the most irritating, annoying, blood-boiling issues that have been plaguing the internet for the last few years. Spam bots. What are bots, you might be asking? A bot is an automated program on the internet or a network that is designed to interact with other computer systems or other people. There are good bots and bad bots. And in this presentation, I am going to be covering mostly the bad bots and the spam bots. Now, a spam bot, on the other hand, is an automated profile meant to impersonate a real-life person to spread either senseless or harmful content. And again, that is what I'm here to talk to you about today. Why don't people like spam bots? Well, over the last 3 years, social media platforms like YouTube and Instagram received widespread criticism and backlash for spam bots taking over platforms and decreasing the overall user experience. And I am sure everybody in here has had to deal with that problem. Spam bots do as the name suggests. They spam random comment sections, and they are even programmed to follow other legit accounts for no reason. You might be wondering when and how spam bots have taken over. According to Forbes, internet usage skyrocketed from 50% to 70% as a result of the COVID-19 lockdowns during the spring of 2020, and everybody was staying home. And some people had nothing better to do. And from that, this spike in social media has also led to an increase in spam bots, mostly to spread lies and false claims about the pandemic at the time, or to just scam and steal money from other people for fake causes and fake COVID relief. What about the social media platforms? Now, if you and I are aware of this problem, you'd think social media platforms would be doing something about it and would be aware of it. They are aware of it, but they are seemingly doing little to almost nothing about it. And that is why they should, do something about it. Sorry.
All right.
It's the cards. In this presentation, I will be covering reasons why spam bots are bad for social media, actions you can take to slow down or prevent spam bots,
Slow down.
and actions that social media platforms should take to stop and eliminate spam. The first reason why spam bots are bad is that the growing numbers of spam bots can weaken internet performance and overload servers. According to Imperva, human website traffic saw a 5.7% decrease from 59.2% in 2021, with bot traffic seeing a 22.2% increase from 40.8%. With bots, those are impressive numbers.
And you said shocking?
Those are shocking, impressive numbers.
Okay.
I won't say impressive. With bots making up over more than half of the internet, servers can also be overloaded and overworked with the amount of data stored, potentially leading to unexpected network crashes and outages. The impact on those servers can also impact our internet performance, leading to longer load times or web pages not loading at all. We all hate when that happens. The second reason why bots are bad for the social media is that they threaten online security and privacy. According to research conducted by the data security service provider for Barracuda Networks, nearly 40% of all internet traffic were malicious bots. Scammers can also program spam bots to contain links to web pages that can steal personal information and financial information. With our children being naive enough to see and click on these links, it is a huge problem that needs to be dealt with. We have to think of the children. Case in point, Instagram crypto bots, again, are fake accounts making fraudulent offers to other people for the scammer's financial gain. The next reason why bots are bad is that there is their tendency to spread misinformation and lies. Bots can be programmed to spread or create content containing false claims, misinformation, or fake news aimed to slander or discredit something or someone, which is something we have seen in the last presidential election. According to a 2017 estimate, 8.5% of all accounts on Twitter were bots, 5.5% were bots on Facebook, and 8.2% of bots were on Instagram. The numbers show as the majority of fake news comes from these platforms. Another reason why spam bots are bad is that they are either really weird or very inappropriate. YouTube and Instagram being the most notorious for this issue, bots running under fake profiles often spam comment sections of the above platforms with either random or inappropriate NSFW, standing for not safe for work,
Slow down.
remarks. And with the majority of social media users being children, this is something, again, that needs to be dealt with. We have to think of the children. Another concern with this is that they violate the majority of the platform's policies and guidelines. Scammers really do not care about policies and guidelines. Now, if you and I, and the majority of the internet in general, I've already covered this, are aware of this issue, you would think major platforms would be too, right? They are, and they are seemingly not doing as much as they should. Here is, or the least of, you can do to slow down and prevent spam to make platforms more and more aware. The first action you can take is to report any spam to the platforms. Most social media platforms will give you the option to report content for various reasons, including spam or impersonation of another person. Though not every report is going to be checked, the more people who report, the more platforms will become aware that something needs to be done.
Are you going to tell how to do it?
I've added more.
Okay.
The next step you can take is to create a multi-factor authentication system if creating a website. A multi-factor authentication system is a system that is designed to verify whoever creating an account is a real person or a bot. A good example of this would be CAPTCHA. Who in here has ever heard of CAPTCHA? Or has used it? Well, essentially, it is the system that makes you check off certain objects that's it's telling you to check off. And I'm sure everybody in here has had to use it at some time in their life.
Or seen the stoplights, bicycles.
You can also set your social media accounts to private. Any person, any account, real or fake, will not be able to follow you without your permission. Those spam bots will eventually find their way around this. It is a good way to slow down spam. Now, the actions you take can only slow down spam. I will repeat that. They can only slow down spam. They can't fully stop it. Here is what companies should be doing with the amount of money, power, and resources that they have. They need to hire more people to track down and stop these spam bots. Albeit, labor can be expensive, but keep in mind, these companies are worth billions. Money should be the least of their issues. With computers being able to be taken anywhere now, those who want to work at home can probably do this job. I'll relook at that again, make sure that that's appropriate. They should also require a verification system. Again, a multi-factor authentication system verifies if a person making an account is legit, and this will make sure that spam bots will not be getting past creating and making pesky and annoying fake accounts. Now, the period we're living in right now could be this can be debatable, but it can potentially be a turning point for social media accounts. Recently, Elon Musk closed his $44 billion deal to buy Twitter last month. And one of his goals for Twitter was to entirely get rid of bots and improve free speech for the platform, which again is debatable. And from a tweet sent by Musk on April 21st of 2022, states, "If our Twitter bid succeeds, we will defeat the spam bots or die trying." In this presentation, I have covered 4 reasons why spam bots are bad for social media, what you can do to slow down spam on social media, and what social media platforms need to do to stop spam. Here is a verse from the Bible I have got from the internet. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. From Matthew 7:15. You know the internet is in a bad place when it is being compared to a Bible verse. Where's my last card? And that is why companies, along with more people like you, should work together to restore security and safety to the internet. Thank you.
11 minutes, 22 seconds.